Welcome back to North of the Broad. I'm your host, Karen Wyman, coming to you from Higher Ground in Beaufort. I'm joined this afternoon by Marilyn Harcharik from Friends of the Beaufort Library. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm glad that you're here. You're going to talk about books sandwiched in this afternoon.
I know that sounds crazy.
It
right?
does.
Yes.
I was like, what is that?
It is a program put on by the Friends of the Beaufort Library, and we've been doing it for 31 years. And it's a series of book talks by local celebrities. People like Andy Bell from the Santa Elena Foundation, so on and so forth. But it's free, it's open to the public. It's at USCB, the Center for the Performing Arts in downtown Beaufort. We have it on Mondays. We start January 30th and run to March 20th at noon, free. But people come early for free coffee and donuts.
No.
So yes, they do. They come early. And it's not like going to a book club. So it's not interactive. You don't have to prepare. There will be no quiz at the end of the presentation. But the presenters talk for 45 minutes, and then we have time for questions and answers. But it's just fun.
So this is a series, obviously goes on for, covers all of February and through all of March as well.
Yes.
One day a week, Mondays at USCB, the Center for Arts.
Correct.
So obviously you've been doing this or participating in this for some time, not all 31 years.
No.
I didn't know.
I am quite old.
not that old. But obviously there must be some interesting stories to tell about Book Sandwich, and obviously one of the first ones is the name. Talk about the name. Where did it come from?
Well, the name is really interesting because 31 years ago when they started it, it was just a tiny little idea of people do nothing at their lunch hour but eat. So why don't they bring their sandwich and their lunch in and sit and listen to somebody talk about a book? So it started out that way, and it's not that way anymore, although some people still bring their lunch and they still eat. But a lot of people really come down, they listen to the author or the presenter, and then they go out to lunch. So it's a great excuse to get together with friends and get out.
To get out of the office, definitely.
Exactly.
I find myself one of those people who's at her desk or eating her lunch in the car, so definitely an excuse to get out of the office. Can you tell us about some of the presenters this year? Because obviously people will be interested in what books are being offered, presented, and talked about.
Well, and the interesting thing is some people come because the book is like just compelling. But a lot of times it's the presenter. So this year we have Andy Bell, who is the director of the Santa Elena Foundation, and he will talk about a book called Sapiens, which is the history of man. Talk about a large topic.
Yeah, pretty broad.
We have Queen Quet, who is probably the strongest advocate for the Gullah Geechee Nation around here. She's very, very, very enthusiastic about that.
Jim a great storyteller herself.
Yes, yes, she is. Jim Jordan is an author, local author, and he will review his historical novel about Civil War Savannah. We have Lynn Bryant, who grew up in a multiracial family, and then she wrote a memoir, and it's aptly titled, I'm Black and I'm Proud, Wished the White Girl. Me. But the most interesting thing is that Gene Rugala will be our wrap-up speaker on March 20th, and he was an FBI profiler.
Very cool.
And he still consults on workplace violence and domestic violence. So he really knows about terrorism.
Some very interesting and broad presenters, and as well books as well that are being presented. So obviously something that may resonate with lots of different people out there for different reasons.
Right.
Absolutely. So the program's been going on for 31 years. I mean, that's a long time. How do you think it's become so sustainable and is something that draws people year after year?
You know, it's really the library. The library and book lovers. They are out there in droves, and we find that if you talk about history, if you have an author come talk about their book or the writing process, you are home free. And actually one of the things that we love about this is this gives the friends an opportunity to talk to the community about what's going on at the library. So for example, there's a Bookmobile that's going to be launched and start driving around the county.
Do you know that where I grew up, I loved the Bookmobile, and I thought it used to be one of my favorite things, more than the Ding Dong cart.
I was going to say it's almost as good as the ice cream man.
Cart, yeah,
exactly. So we have the Bookmobile. We've done. We're doing work with the Pat Conroy Literary Center.
Wonderful.
So they will have authors come to the library. We're working with the family literacy group to do tutoring on, reading skills for families. And the Beaufort History Museum, we're doing little joint talks with them at the library on historic topics. So the library does so much, and people just
are not aware.
Don't know. They really don't know. And so there are just so many book lovers and people who really like to continue learning. Absolutely. No matter how old they are, and they just love to come, and they love to spend time with their friends who like the same kind of thing.
This is a free event, so people don't need to buy tickets for it, and obviously the coffee and the donuts are included. Do they need to buy tickets at all, or is it?
No, although the Friends is a membership organization, which is like a booster club for the library, and you can become a member. That just means I love the library.
That's right.
But they don't have to. But we sell raffle tickets, we have raffle prizes, and of course we take donations.
Of course you do, and you would like to encourage people to become a member of the Friends of the Library so that they can support the wonderful resources we have here.
Well, and we're actually renovating the Scott Street Library right now. A massive renovation. It was 23 years old and really sad looking. So we're buying new furniture. The Friends are buying furniture for the library and for the children's room and so on and so forth. So we like to tell people what we're doing and hope that they want to participate
as well.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for being a guest. I had no idea there were so many wonderful things going on at the library. So I've learned something myself. Thank you, Marilyn. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with our next guest on North of the Broad.